1. The 1972 Mercury Cougar XR7 being sold on Craigslist for $7,700 is a classic muscle car that has been well maintained and recently restored. The seller, who is the second owner of this California car, has provided a detailed description of the vehicle's condition and the work that has been done to it. The Cougar XR7 is powered by a rebuilt 351 Cleveland V8 engine, which has been bored over by 30 thousandths of an inch, and the transmission has also been rebuilt. The car has been repainted in black, although it was originally green, and while the paint job is fresh, there are some minor scratches and chips. The seller has invested in numerous new parts, including tires, shocks, an alternator, water pump, brakes, fuel system components, power steering box, and a new carburetor. The car is said to run and drive great, with only 300 miles put on it since the engine and transmission were rebuilt. One thing to note is that the odometer is broken, so the true mileage is unknown. The seller also mentions that the interior needs some work, but they have all the original parts. Overall, this Cougar XR7 appears to be a solid classic car that has been well cared for and updated with new parts. The seller seems sincere in their description, acknowledging the minor imperfections in the paint and the need for interior work. For someone looking for a classic muscle car to enjoy on weekends, this could be a good option at the asking price of $7,700. 2. The 1973 Oldsmobile 88 being offered for sale on Craigslist at a price of $8,500 appears to be a well-preserved classic sedan with some attractive features. The seller's description suggests that the car is in good condition overall, with a few minor issues that potential buyers should be aware of. One of the most appealing aspects of this Oldsmobile 88 is its low mileage, with the odometer showing just 22,000 miles. While the accuracy of the mileage cannot be guaranteed without verification, if true, it would indicate that the car has been sparingly used over its 50-year lifespan. The car is equipped with power doors and windows, adding to its convenience and comfort. The seller also mentions that the tires are new, which is a plus for any classic car purchase. However, there are a couple of issues to consider. The seller notes that there is minimal rust on the vehicle, which is common for a car of this age. Depending on the extent and location of the rust, it may require attention to prevent further deterioration. Additionally, the seller mentions that the top will need to be recovered. This likely refers to the car's vinyl roof, a common feature on many Oldsmobile 88 models of this era. Recovering the top could be a costly repair, depending on the materials and labor involved. The car's red paint color is a classic choice for a vintage sedan, and the photos provided by the seller would help potential buyers assess its current condition. In summary, this Oldsmobile 88 seems to be a solid classic car with low mileage and some desirable features like power doors and windows. The minimal rust and need for a top recovery are issues to consider, but overall, the car appears to be in good condition based on the seller's description. Interested buyers should carefully review the provided information, ask for additional details and photos if needed, and personally inspect the vehicle before making a purchase decision. 3. The 1984 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 being sold on Craigslist for $7,000 is a classic muscle car that has undergone significant engine modifications. The seller, a retired veteran experiencing medical issues, has invested a considerable amount of money into upgrading the car's performance. The most notable feature of this Camaro Z28 is its new 383 stroker engine, which has only 2,000 miles on it. The engine is equipped with aluminum heads, headers, and a Holley 850 carburetor, resulting in an impressive 650 horsepower. The seller mentions that the car is very quick and has collector plates, adding to its appeal for enthusiasts. The car's body has 115,000 miles on it, which is relatively low for a vehicle of this age. The black paint color is a classic choice for a muscle car, and the photos provided by the seller would help potential buyers assess its current condition. The seller's personal circumstances are a factor in the sale, as they are a retired person who is no longer licensed to drive and is also dealing with medical issues. This adds a sense of sincerity to the listing, as the seller expresses that it is difficult for them to part with the car. One thing to consider is that the significant engine modifications may require more specialized maintenance and could potentially impact the car's reliability and drivability for daily use. Prospective buyers should carefully review the vehicle's history, documentation of the engine work, and any available service records. In summary, this Chevrolet presents an opportunity for muscle car enthusiasts to acquire a high-performance classic with a newly built 383-stroker engine. The seller's personal circumstances and the money invested in the engine upgrades add to the listing's credibility. However, potential buyers should thoroughly inspect the car, understand the implications of the modifications, and ensure that it suits their intended use before making a purchase decision. 4. The 1961 Ford Falcon being sold on Craigslist for $7,500 appears to be a classic car in good condition based on the seller's description. This two-door coupe is equipped with a 6-cylinder engine, manual transmission, and rear-wheel drive, which were common features for compact cars of that era. The seller states that the car runs and drives and is clean, suggesting that it is in good mechanical and cosmetic condition. The blue paint color mentioned could be original or a repaint, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior. One important aspect to consider is the title status, which is listed as salvage. A salvage title indicates that the car has been damaged, declared a total loss by an insurance company, or rebuilt at some point in its history. This could be due to various reasons such as an accident, theft, or flood damage. Potential buyers should investigate the specific circumstances surrounding the salvage title and carefully inspect the car for any signs of previous damage or repairs. The odometer reading of 90,000 miles is relatively low for a vehicle of this age, but it's essential to verify the accuracy of the mileage and check for any signs of odometer tampering. The seller mentions their willingness to trade the Falcon for another classic car, truck, or a nice commuter, indicating some flexibility in the transaction. They also express a desire to avoid wasting time and prefer serious buyers, suggesting a straightforward approach to the sale. In summary, this Falcon has the potential to be a solid classic car project, given its good reported condition and appealing features. However, the salvage title status raises some concerns that should be thoroughly investigated before making a purchase decision. Prospective buyers should request more photos, detailed information about the car's history, and an in-person inspection to ensure that the vehicle meets their expectations and aligns with the seller's description. 5. The 1984 Ford Thunderbird being sold on Craigslist for $3,500 appears to be a classic car in good condition based on the seller's description. This rear-wheel drive coupe is equipped with a 302 cubic inch 5.0-liter V8 engine and an automatic transmission, which were popular powertrain options for the Thunderbird during this era. The seller states that the car has no history of accidents, thefts, or salvage title, indicating a clean past. They mention that the car still runs amazing, suggesting that it is in good mechanical condition despite having been sitting for 6 years. The odometer shows 26,153 miles, but the seller believes it is rolled over, making the actual mileage closer to 126,153 miles. The car's white exterior paint color is a classic choice for a Thunderbird, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the paint and body. The seller notes that some features, such as the heater, turn signals, and high beams, are functioning properly. However, they mention that the radio turns on but doesn't play well, which could be due to age or a faulty component. The cruise control is also reported to be operational, adding to the car's drivability and comfort. One issue mentioned is the ignition switch, which the seller states might need to be replaced. They estimate the cost of the part to be around $20 and describe it as an easy fix, but they are not willing to perform the repair themselves. The seller's statement, "What you see is what you get," suggests that the car is being sold as is, without any guarantees or promises. They also mention that this Thunderbird was their first car, adding a sentimental value to the vehicle. In summary, this Ford seems to be a solid, classic car with a clean history and good mechanical condition, based on the seller's description. The 302 V8 engine is a desirable feature for enthusiasts, and the functioning cruise control adds to its appeal. However, potential buyers should request more photos, inquire about the ignition switch issue, and personally inspect the car to verify its condition and functionality before making a purchase decision. The seller's willingness to allow test drives is a positive sign, enabling prospective buyers to experience the car firsthand. 6. The 1984, or possibly 1985 or 1986, Chrysler Laser being sold on Craigslist for $2,000 appears to be an interesting and rare find for enthusiasts of 1980s American sports coupes. The seller seems uncertain about the exact year, which they plan to confirm by checking the title. The Laser was a short-lived model produced by Chrysler from 1984 to 1986, sharing its platform with the Dodge Daytona. One of the most appealing aspects of this particular Laser is its original four-cylinder turbocharged engine. The turbo engine option was a significant performance upgrade over the base model and could provide a more engaging driving experience. The seller mentions that the car has only 80,000 original miles, which is relatively low for a vehicle of this age. However, the seller also states that the car has just been sitting, implying that it has not been driven or maintained regularly in recent times. As a result, the car will need a new battery, fresh gasoline, and a thorough cleaning to be roadworthy again. Potential buyers should be prepared to invest some time and money in getting the car back into proper running condition. The white paint color mentioned could be original or a repaint, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior. The seller does not provide any information about the interior condition or any other features of the car. On a positive note, the seller reports that the car has a clean title, which suggests that it has not been involved in any major accidents or has not been salvaged. They also mention that transportation is available, which could be helpful for buyers who are not local or cannot arrange to pick up the car themselves. In summary, this Chrysler could be an attractive option for collectors or enthusiasts looking for a rare and sporty classic car from the 1980s. The low original mileage and clean title are desirable factors, but the car's sitting status means that it will require some work to get it back on the road. Prospective buyers should request more photos, detailed information about the car's history and condition, and an in-person inspection before making a purchase decision. Given the seller's uncertainty about the exact year, verifying the vehicle's specifications and production year is also essential. 7. The 1976 Ford Pinto being sold on Craigslist for $10,000 appears to be a well-maintained and extensively restored classic car. The seller has provided a detailed description of the work done on the car during their 5 years of ownership, demonstrating a commitment to keeping the vehicle in excellent condition. The Pinto was originally purchased in Los Angeles, California in November 2017 with 68,985 miles on the odometer. Since then, the seller has invested significant time and money in restoring and upgrading various aspects of the car. The bodywork and new paint were completed in March 2018, addressing any minor rust issues. The interior is described as being in good condition, with the original green vinyl seats, carpet, and dashboard largely intact, albeit with some expected wear and tear. Mechanically, the car seems to be in excellent shape. The seller has replaced numerous parts in the clutch, transmission, engine, cooling system, fuel system, electrical system, emissions control, and suspension. The list of replaced parts is extensive and includes items such as the radiator water pump, timing belt, fuel pump, ignition components, starter motor, alternator, catalytic converter, shocks, and tires. The car has passed California's strict smog tests, indicating that it is in compliance with the state's emissions regulations. The seller mentions that the car starts up every time and that they drive it twice a week around the block. They have also driven it on the freeway at speeds of 60 miles per hour without any issues. The current mileage is 70,600, meaning that the seller has put on approximately 2,500 miles during their ownership. The Pinto is currently registered until April 2024 and comes with a clean title. The seller is looking for a buyer who appreciates the work and investment put into the car and is willing to pay the asking price of $10,000. They are open to out-of-state buyers, but require that the transaction be completed in person in California. Overall, this Pinto appears to be a lovingly restored and well-maintained classic car that would appeal to enthusiasts looking for a turnkey example of this iconic 1970s subcompact. The seller's detailed description and extensive list of replaced parts suggest that the car has been thoroughly sorted and should provide a reliable and enjoyable driving experience. Prospective buyers should still inspect the car in person and review all documentation before making a final decision. 8. The 1976 Dodge Dart being sold on Craigslist for $9,500 appears to be a modified classic car with a focus on performance upgrades. The seller has transformed the Dart by installing a 340 cubic inch 5.6-liter V8 engine with a 4-barrel carburetor, which is a significant upgrade from the car's original engine options. This modification suggests that the car is now a fun little hot rod, as described by the seller. In addition to the engine swap, the seller mentions that the car has been equipped with a heavy-duty 727 automatic transmission, which is known for its durability and capability to handle high-performance applications. The seller also states that there are too many new parts to list, indicating that the car has undergone extensive upgrades and improvements. The car's overall condition is described as excellent, which is a positive sign for potential buyers. However, the seller does mention that the car needs some tinkering to be perfect, suggesting that there may be some minor issues or areas that require attention. Despite this, the seller emphasizes that the car can be driven and enjoyed as is. The Dart's odometer currently shows 56,000 miles, but the seller notes that it has rolled over, meaning that the actual mileage is likely higher. The car's yellow paint color is eye-catching and typical of the era, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior. The seller's motivation for selling the Dart is that they have found another car they want to purchase, leading them to reduce the price dramatically for a quick sale. This could present an opportunity for buyers looking for a good deal on a modified classic car. One additional point to consider is that the seller offers delivery, which could be convenient for buyers who are not local or cannot arrange to pick up the car themselves. In summary, this modified Dart with a 340 V8 engine and heavy-duty transmission could be an appealing choice for enthusiasts looking for a fun, high-performance classic car. The seller's description suggests that the car has been extensively upgraded and is in excellent condition overall, although some minor tinkering may be required. Prospective buyers should request more photos, detailed information about the car's history and modifications, and an in-person inspection before making a purchase decision. The reduced price for a quick sale could make this Dart an attractive option for those in the market for a classic hot rod. 9. The 1970 Ford Ranchero being sold on Craigslist for $4,500 appears to be a well-maintained and modified classic utility coupe. The seller has invested significant time and money in upgrading the vehicle's mechanical components, particularly the engine and transmission, while acknowledging that the interior, paint, and suspension may require some attention for those looking to fully restore the Ranchero. The heart of this Ranchero is a rebuilt 302 cubic inch, 5.0-liter V8 engine, which has been enhanced with an Edelbrock E-Street top-end kit. This kit likely includes performance-oriented components such as cylinder heads, camshaft, and intake manifold, which can improve the engine's power output and efficiency. The engine is fed by a Mighty Demon 750 carburetor, known for its high-performance capabilities. The seller has also installed new plugs, wires, and a distributor, ensuring that the ignition system is in good working order. The transmission has been upgraded to a rebuilt C4 automatic, which is a popular choice for Ford vehicles of this era. The C4 is known for its durability and ability to handle the increased power from the modified engine. Other notable upgrades include an aluminum radiator, which improves cooling efficiency, and a Flowmaster Super 40 dual exhaust system, which enhances the engine's sound and performance. The seller mentions that there are lots of new parts installed, suggesting that the vehicle has been well maintained and updated. The seller states that the Ranchero runs and sounds great, indicating that the mechanical upgrades have been successful and that the vehicle is in good running condition. However, they also mention that the interior, paint, and suspension may need some attention for those looking to fully restore the vehicle. This suggests that while the mechanical components are in good shape, the cosmetic aspects and ride quality may not be perfect. The odometer has rolled over, meaning that the true mileage is unknown. The vehicle has always been registered and insured, which is a positive sign of its ongoing maintenance and legal status. The seller's motivation for selling the Ranchero is a need for money, and they are firm on their asking price of $4,500. They are not interested in selling for anything less, which suggests that they believe the vehicle is fairly priced, considering the work and upgrades that have been put into it. In summary, this Ford presents an opportunity for enthusiasts looking for a modified classic utility coupe with significant mechanical upgrades. The rebuilt 302 V8 engine with performance enhancements, rebuilt transmission, and other new parts make this Ranchero an attractive option for those prioritizing mechanical condition over cosmetic perfection. Prospective buyers should request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and modifications, and an in-person inspection before making a purchase decision. The seller's firm asking price and the potential need for cosmetic and suspension work should be taken into consideration when evaluating this Ranchero as a project or daily driver. 10. The 1965 Plymouth Barracuda being sold on Craigslist for $6,800 appears to be a classic muscle car that has undergone some upgrades but may require additional work to get it back on the road. The seller has provided a brief description of the car's current condition and the modifications made to it. Under the hood, the Barracuda is powered by a 318 cubic inch 5.2-liter V8 engine, which is mated to a 904 3-speed automatic transmission. This combination was a common powertrain option for Chrysler vehicles of the era and should provide decent performance. The car also features an 814-inch rear end, which is a sturdy and reliable unit. The seller mentions that the car rides on 13-inch wheels and tires and is equipped with drum brakes all around. While this setup is period correct, potential buyers should be aware that drum brakes may not provide the same level of stopping power as more modern disc brakes. Several upgrades have been made to the Barracuda, including the front suspension, rear leaf springs, shocks, windshield, gas tank, and radiator. These improvements suggest that the seller has invested some time and money into maintaining and updating the vehicle. However, the seller also states that the car's overall condition is fair, indicating that there may be some cosmetic or mechanical issues that need to be addressed. The red paint color is mentioned, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior. Currently, the Barracuda is not running, as it needs a battery. This suggests that the car has been sitting for some time and may require additional work to get it roadworthy again. Potential buyers should be prepared to invest some time and money into getting the car running and addressing any other issues that may arise. On a positive note, the seller mentions that the car has been parked inside a garage, which can help protect it from the elements and slow down the deterioration process. In summary, this Barracuda presents an opportunity for classic muscle car enthusiasts who are looking for a project car with some upgrades already completed. The 318 V8 engine and 904 automatic transmission should provide a solid foundation for the vehicle, while the upgraded suspension components and other improvements are a bonus. However, potential buyers should be aware that the car is currently not running and is described as being in fair condition, which may require additional work and investment to bring it back to its full potential. As with any classic car purchase, it's essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and condition, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. 11. The 1974 Lincoln Mark IV being sold on Craigslist for $7,500, or best offer, appears to be a well-preserved classic luxury coupe. The seller describes the car as a nice old survivor, suggesting that it has been well-maintained and has not undergone significant modifications or repairs. The Mark IV is powered by a 460 cubic inch, 7.5-liter V8 engine, which was the standard engine for this model. The seller states that the engine runs good and quiet, indicating that it is in good mechanical condition. The car is equipped with an automatic transmission, as was typical for luxury vehicles of this era. The interior and exterior of the car are described as clean, which is a positive sign for a vehicle of this age. The seller mentions that the car has good paint and chrome, suggesting that the exterior has been well maintained or possibly even restored. However, without photos, it's difficult to assess the true condition and quality of the finish. One of the most appealing aspects of this Mark IV is its low mileage. The odometer shows just 32,000 miles, which is remarkably low for a car that is nearly 50 years old. While the accuracy of the mileage should be verified if true, it would indicate that the car has been sparingly used and well preserved throughout its life. The seller also describes the car as solid, which suggests that it has minimal rust or structural issues. This is an important consideration for classic cars, as rust and other age-related problems can be costly to repair. Potential buyers are encouraged to come and drive it, which is a good sign that the seller is confident in the car's mechanical condition and roadworthiness. The seller is asking $7,500 or best offer, indicating some flexibility in the pricing. They also mention that they may be open to trading the Mark IV for something interesting, which could present an opportunity for buyers with unique vehicles or items to offer. In summary, this Mark IV appears to be a well-preserved and low-mileage example of a classic American luxury coupe. The 460 V8 engine, clean interior and exterior, and solid condition make it an attractive option for collectors or enthusiasts looking for a vintage Lincoln. However, as with any classic car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The seller's willingness to consider offers and trades may provide some flexibility for potential buyers. 12. The 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix, being sold on Craigslist for $6,500, appears to be a classic American sedan that has been maintained to ensure good mechanical condition but may have some cosmetic issues. The seller has provided a brief description of the car's current state, highlighting both its strengths and weaknesses. The seller states that the car runs good, indicating that the engine is in satisfactory working order. The Grand Prix is powered by a 403 cubic inch, 6.6-liter V8 engine, which was a common power plant for full-size Pontiacs of this era. The seller also mentions that they have recently installed a 350 transmission, which likely refers to a turbo-hydromatic 353-speed automatic transmission. This recent transmission replacement suggests that the seller has invested in maintaining the car's drivetrain. Another positive aspect mentioned is that the brakes are in good condition, which is crucial for safety and drivability. However, the seller also notes that there is some rust present in the trunk area. Rust is a common issue for older vehicles, particularly those from regions with harsh winters or humid climates. The extent and severity of the rust are not specified, so potential buyers should thoroughly inspect the affected areas to determine the scope of repair work needed. The car's overall condition is described as fair, suggesting that while it is mechanically sound, there may be some cosmetic imperfections or signs of wear and tear. The yellow paint color is mentioned, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior finish. The odometer reading of 87,575 miles is relatively low for a car of this age, but potential buyers should verify the accuracy of the mileage and request documentation if possible. The seller mentions that the car has a clean title, which is a positive sign, as it indicates that the vehicle has not been severely damaged or deemed a total loss by an insurance company in the past. In summary, this Grand Prix presents an opportunity for classic car enthusiasts who are looking for a full-size American sedan with a strong V8 engine and recent transmission replacement. The car appears to be in good mechanical condition, with functional brakes and a clean title. However, potential buyers should be aware of the mentioned rust in the trunk area and the overall fair condition of the vehicle, which may require some cosmetic work or repairs. As with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The seller's emphasis on serious inquiries only suggests that they are looking for committed buyers who are genuinely interested in the car. 13. The 1973 Plymouth Gold Duster being sold on Craigslist for $4,950 appears to be a well-preserved, one-family-owned classic car with low original mileage. The seller has provided a detailed description of the car's history, condition, and features, emphasizing its rarity and potential as a survivor vehicle. One of the most appealing aspects of this Gold Duster is its low mileage, with only 69,000 original miles on the odometer. The seller mentions having video documentation of the original owner's grandson discussing the car's history, which adds to its provenance and authenticity. Under the hood, the car is powered by a 225 cubic inch, 3.7-liter, slant-6 engine, known for its durability and reliability. The engine is paired with an automatic transmission and power steering, making it a comfortable and easy-to-drive classic. The seller notes that the engine is in good health, as would be expected given the low mileage, but the car does need a new ignition switch. The body is described as solid for its age, with only a little rust that can be easily repaired. The rare mist green color is original, as the car has never been repainted, and the seller suggests that the patina adds to its character and charm. The interior is said to be in really good condition, needing only a new carpet and headliner. The fold-down rear seat option is mentioned as a desirable feature. The seller acknowledges that the car was sitting for 15 years before they acquired it and that they have put some work into it to get it running. However, they are now forced to sell the car due to financial hardship, which explains the relatively low asking price of $4,950. Potential buyers should note that the seller is looking for a quick sale and is not interested in low offers or inquiries from dreamers or dealers. They prefer to be contacted via text on weekdays and phone calls on weekends. In summary, this Gold Duster presents an opportunity for classic car enthusiasts to acquire a well-preserved, low-mileage survivor with a solid body and original paint. The slant 6 engine and automatic transmission make it a reliable and easy-to-maintain classic, while the rare color and fold-down rear seat add to its appeal. However, potential buyers should be prepared to address the minor rust issues and replace the ignition switch, carpet, and headliner. As with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The seller's desire for a quick sale and preference for serious inquiries should be taken into consideration when approaching this opportunity. 14. The 1983 Buick Park Avenue being sold on Craigslist for $4,500 appears to be a well-preserved classic sedan with low mileage for its age. The seller has provided a brief but informative description of the car's history, condition, and potential issues. The seller purchased the car through an estate sale about 5 years ago and has only driven it a few times since then. This suggests that the car has been sparingly used and possibly well maintained by its previous owner. Under the hood, the Park Avenue is equipped with its original Oldsmobile 5.0-liter, 307 cubic inch V8 engine and transmission. The V8 engine was a common power plant for full-size Buicks of this era, providing smooth performance and ample power. However, the seller notes that the transmission slips, indicating that it may need to be rebuilt or replaced. This is an important consideration for potential buyers, as transmission work can be costly. Despite the transmission issue, the car has relatively low mileage for its age, with only 98,469 miles on the odometer. The seller points out that this is reasonable for a 41-year-old vehicle, especially one that was garage kept for a decade before they purchased it. The low mileage and garage storage suggest that the car may have been well preserved and protected from the elements. The seller does not provide detailed information about the car's exterior or interior condition, so potential buyers should request more photos and details to assess the overall state of the vehicle. The blue paint color is mentioned, but without photos, it's difficult to determine the quality and condition of the finish. In summary, this Buick presents an opportunity for classic car enthusiasts who are looking for a low-mileage, full-size sedan with a V8 engine. The car's history of being garage-kept and sparingly used over the past few years adds to its appeal. However, potential buyers should be aware of the transmission issue and factor in the potential cost of rebuilding or replacing it. As with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The asking price of $4,500 seems reasonable considering the car's age, mileage, and condition, but the transmission issue may provide room for negotiation or budgeting for repairs. 15. The 1975 Dodge Dart Swinger being sold on Craigslist for $7,800 appears to be a classic American compact car in good condition. The seller has provided a concise description of the car's key features and overall state. The seller mentions that the car is in very good condition, suggesting that it has been well maintained and cared for over the years. This is a positive sign for potential buyers, as it indicates that the car may not require significant repairs or restoration work. One important aspect highlighted by the seller is that the Dart has passed emissions testing. This is crucial for buyers who plan to drive the car regularly, as it ensures that the vehicle meets current environmental regulations and can be legally driven on public roads. The car is also said to have good tires, which is essential for safety and performance. This suggests that the seller has invested in maintaining the car's basic components and that the buyer may not need to immediately replace the tires upon purchase. Under the hood, the Dart is equipped with a 6-cylinder engine, which was a common power plant for compact cars of this era. The 6-cylinder engine offers a balance of fuel efficiency and adequate performance for daily driving. The car also features a rear-wheel drive RWD layout and an automatic transmission, which were typical for American cars of the 1970s. The odometer reading of 83,000 miles is relatively low for a car of this age, but potential buyers should verify the accuracy of the mileage and request documentation if possible. The seller does not provide detailed information about the car's exterior or interior condition, so potential buyers should request more photos and details to assess the overall state of the vehicle. The red paint color is mentioned, but without photos, it's difficult to determine the quality and condition of the finish. In summary, this Dart Swinger presents an opportunity for classic car enthusiasts who are looking for a well-maintained, emissions-compliant compact car with a 6-cylinder engine and good tires. The seller's description suggests that the car is in very good condition overall, which is a positive sign for potential buyers. However, as with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The asking price of $7,800 seems reasonable for a well-maintained classic car, but potential buyers should research market values and compare the car's condition and features to similar vehicles to ensure a fair deal. 16. The 1979 Chevrolet Corvette being sold on Craigslist for $8,200 appears to be a well-maintained classic sports car with a long-term ownership history. The seller has provided a detailed description of the car's condition, recent maintenance, and potential drawbacks, giving potential buyers a comprehensive understanding of the vehicle. One of the most appealing aspects of this Corvette is its low mileage, with only 58,000 miles on the odometer. The seller's family purchased the car in 1984 and has used it sparingly since then, suggesting that the car has been well cared for and not subjected to excessive wear and tear. The car is equipped with its original 350 cubic inch, 5.7-liter V8 engine and a 350 automatic transmission, which were standard for Corvettes of this era. The seller mentions that the car is well sorted and runs and drives great, with no squeaks or rattles, indicating that it has been properly maintained. The seller has recently invested in numerous new parts and maintenance items, including a gas tank, fuel sender, brake components, fuel pump, belts, water pump, aluminum radiator, AC condenser, tires, timing gears, and more. The carburetor has been rebuilt, and the transmission and differential fluids have been serviced. These updates suggest that the car has been well maintained and should be reliable for the new owner. The silver exterior with black leather interior is described as a desirable color combination. The interior is said to be in very nice condition with no rips or tears. The car also features power windows and power brakes, adding to its comfort and convenience. However, the seller does mention some drawbacks. The car was scratched in several spots while in storage, and the original paint is very thin, with some areas showing wear. Additionally, the cruise control, clock, and radio do not work, which may require repairs or replacements. In summary, this Chevrolet presents an opportunity for classic car enthusiasts to acquire a well-maintained, low-mileage sports car with a desirable color combination and a long-term ownership history. The seller's detailed description of the car's condition, recent maintenance, and potential issues provides a transparent and honest assessment of the vehicle. While the scratches and thin paint may require attention, the numerous new parts and regular maintenance suggest that the car has been well cared for and should be a reliable driver. As with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The asking price of $8,200 seems reasonable for a well-maintained classic Corvette, but potential buyers should research market values and compare the car's condition and features to similar vehicles to ensure a fair deal. 17. The 1983 Chevrolet Impala being sold on Craigslist for $5,500, or best offer, appears to be a well-preserved classic sedan in excellent condition. The seller has provided a brief but informative description of the car's key features and overall state. One of the most appealing aspects of this Impala is that it is completely original, with both the body and chassis described as being in excellent condition. This suggests that the car has been well maintained and not subjected to any major accidents or modifications, which is a significant selling point for classic car enthusiasts who value originality. Under the hood, the car is equipped with a 3.8-liter V6 engine, which the seller describes as running great. The 3.8-liter V6 was a common engine choice for the Impala in 1983 and is known for its reliability and decent fuel economy. The engine is paired with an automatic transmission, making the car easy to drive and maintain. The seller also mentions that the car has air conditioning, AC, which is a desirable feature for a classic car, especially for those who plan to use it regularly or in warm climates. The odometer reading of 124,000 miles is relatively low for a car of this age, suggesting that the car has been driven sparingly over its 40-year lifespan. However, potential buyers should verify the accuracy of the mileage and request documentation if possible. The seller expresses confidence in the car's reliability, stating that they would drive it anywhere. This implies that the car is in good mechanical condition and has been properly maintained, making it suitable for regular use or long-distance trips. The red paint color is mentioned, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior finish. Potential buyers should request more photos and details to evaluate the car's overall appearance and condition. In summary, this Impala presents an opportunity for classic car enthusiasts to acquire a well-preserved original sedan with a reliable V6 engine and desirable features like air conditioning. The seller's description suggests that the car is in excellent condition and has been well maintained, making it a potentially attractive option for those seeking a dependable classic daily driver or weekend cruiser. As with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The asking price of $5,500, or best offer, seems reasonable for a well-preserved classic Impala, but potential buyers should research market values and compare the car's condition and features to similar vehicles to ensure a fair deal. 18. The 1967 Ford Fairlane 500XL being sold on Craigslist for $9,000 appears to be a solid classic muscle car project with great potential. The seller has provided a detailed description of the car's condition, recent work, and remaining tasks needed to complete the restoration. One of the most appealing aspects of this Fairlane is its solid Northwest Texas body, which has been recently repainted. The seller mentions that the undercarriage is solid, with no indication of rust, and that the floors have been professionally welded and seam-sealed, suggesting that the car has a strong foundation for a restoration project. Under the hood, the car is equipped with either a 289 or 302 cubic inch V8 engine, which is paired with a manual 3-speed floor-shifted transmission. While the seller notes that the engine will likely need a rebuild, they mention that it spins freely, as does the transmission, indicating that the powertrain is complete and not seized. The interior of the car is where most of the remaining work is needed. The seller lists several items that will need to be replaced or restored, including the dash pad, carpet, headliner, sail panels, and package tray. The driver's door panel is missing, but the rest of the panels are present and described as being in streetable condition. The rear seat is also missing, but the car does have front bucket seats that will need to be reupholstered. The odometer shows approximately 37,000 miles. But the seller acknowledges that the true mileage is unknown, as is common with classic cars of this age. The seller emphasizes that this Fairlane 500XL is a solid project car, referring to it as a roller, which typically means that the car is complete and can be easily moved or transported for restoration work. They also mention that the car has new front and rear bumpers, further indicating that some restoration work has already been done. In summary, this Fairlane 500XL presents an attractive opportunity for classic muscle car enthusiasts looking for a solid project vehicle. The car's repainted solid body, rust-free undercarriage, and complete powertrain provide a strong foundation for a restoration. While the interior will require significant work, the seller's detailed description of the car's condition and included components helps potential buyers understand the scope of the project. As with any project car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and any previous restoration work, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The asking price of $9,000 seems reasonable for a solid classic Fairlane project, but potential buyers should research market values and compare the car's condition and features to similar vehicles to ensure a fair deal. 19. The 1974 Chevrolet Nova being sold on Craigslist for $6,500 is a classic muscle car that requires some work to restore it to its former glory. The seller has provided a brief but honest description of the car's condition and some of its key features. The seller states that the car is a project and needs work, indicating that it is not in perfect condition, and will require some effort and investment from the new owner to get it roadworthy or fully restored. This is important for potential buyers to understand, as they should be prepared to take on a project car and have the necessary skills, time, and resources to complete the work. On the positive side, the car is equipped with a small block Chevy V8 engine, which is a popular and powerful engine choice for the Nova. The seller also mentions that the car has power steering and power brakes, which are desirable features that can enhance the driving experience and make the car easier to handle. Another significant selling point is that the car has a new automatic 350 transmission and converter, which suggests that the seller has invested in upgrading the drivetrain. This is a valuable improvement, as a properly functioning transmission is crucial for the car's performance and reliability. The car's overall condition is described as fair, indicating that it may have some cosmetic or mechanical issues that need to be addressed. The purple paint color is mentioned, but without photos, it's difficult to assess the quality and condition of the exterior finish. Potential buyers should request more photos and details to evaluate the car's overall appearance and determine the extent of the work needed. The odometer reading of 82,696 miles is relatively low for a car of this age, but potential buyers should verify the accuracy of the mileage and request documentation if possible. Importantly, the seller states that they have the title for the car, which is essential for a smooth transfer of ownership and registration. In summary, this Nova presents an opportunity for classic muscle car enthusiasts who are looking for a project car with a solid foundation. The small block Chevy V8 engine, power steering, power brakes, and new automatic transmission are desirable features that add value to the car. However, potential buyers should be aware that the car is described as needing work and is in fair condition, which may require significant time and financial investment to restore or repair. As with any project car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and any known issues, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The asking price of $6,500 may be reasonable for a Nova project car with a clean title and some valuable upgrades, but potential buyers should research market values and compare the car's condition and features to similar vehicles to ensure a fair deal. 20. The 1970 Pontiac LeMans being sold on Craigslist for $8,400 appears to be a well-maintained and largely original classic car. The seller has provided a detailed description of the car's condition, highlighting its positive attributes and mentioning only one minor issue. One of the most appealing aspects of this LeMans is that it is described as being all original, with number-matching components. This suggests that the car has not undergone any significant modifications and retains its original engine and other major parts, which is highly desirable for classic car enthusiasts who value authenticity. The car is equipped with a PMD, Pontiac Motor Division, 350 cubic inch V8 engine with a 2-barrel carburetor, which was a common engine choice for the LeMans in 1970. The seller states that the car runs and drives great, indicating that the engine and other mechanical components are in good working order. The seller emphasizes that the car has been well maintained, which is crucial for a vehicle of this age. They also mention that the car has no rust, which is a significant selling point, as rust can be a major issue for classic cars and can be costly to repair. Another positive aspect is that the car comes with a clean title, ensuring a smooth transfer of ownership and registration process. The seller also highlights that the car has cold air conditioning, AC, and that everything works well with no leaks, further suggesting that the car has been properly maintained and is in good overall condition. The only issue mentioned is that the back windows need replacing, which is a relatively minor problem compared to the car's overall condition. Potential buyers should inquire about the specific nature of the window issue and factor in the cost of replacement when considering the purchase. The seller states that the car is capable of driving across the country, which demonstrates their confidence in the vehicle's reliability and roadworthiness. They also offer delivery as an option, which could be convenient for buyers who are not local or cannot arrange to pick up the car themselves. In summary, this Pontiac presents an attractive opportunity for classic car enthusiasts looking for a well-maintained, largely original vehicle with a strong V8 engine. The car's overall good condition, lack of rust, functioning AC, and clean title are all positive factors that add to its value. The only reported issue with the back windows seems minor and should not deter serious buyers. As with any used car purchase, it is essential to request more photos, detailed information about the vehicle's history and maintenance records, and an in-person inspection before making a final decision. The seller's firm asking price of $8,400 seems reasonable for a well-maintained original LeMans in good condition, but potential buyers should research market values and compare the car's condition and features to similar vehicles to ensure a fair deal.